of history's most tyrannical tyrants for DNA. And they're going to use it to create a brand new leader. Arise, most powerful one! Arise!
Masha was, he was one of the 7 heads of the school. Arya had somehow dubbed him the reincarnation. These brothers believed heavy into reincarnation.
Right. Now, this is important, everybody. Yes. Reincarnation in most camps, I think GOCC rejects it, but reincarnation in a lot of camps is very, very important to them. And
yes,
kind of a logical corollary, if you think about it, is, well, maybe we could figure out, like, who's who. So Masha was a dude who got dubbed as King David.
King David. It was a mistake that Arya made that I think he later came to regret, because he ascribed Masha more authority and power than himself.
Right, because Masha is King David and Moses. All right, okay.
There were certain verses in the Bible they would use, and the people would seek to their king. They also use one of the passages in Deuteronomy 28 about your king will go with you into captivity.
In the 90s, the Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge taught that a man named Moshe ben Harim, and later Masha, was King David reincarnated, here to usher in the destruction of America and to retake the throne.
This Masha was later said to be King David reincarnated, and that created a lot of problems, and he started a school called the House of David.
This turned out to be a false prophecy, as Masha was thrown out of the Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge during a split.
That split is what, House of David? Is that correct?
That was called House of David.
Because Masha...
King David, right.
Is
right.
David. All right.
Remain loyal to Masha. From what I understand, is there was frequent. Right after that, there was frequent splits, and a lot of it had to do with personal differences, vendettas, even, and stuff like that. But it would always come out. It would always present as it was something doctrinal.
Right.
From what I understand, is Masha and Arya went their separate ways over money. Arya tried to retract on the Masha was King David thing. He tried to downplay that and backpedal. Well, we're all reincarnated, but none of us are sure exactly who we are. We were wrong about that.
Right.
It was a little too late.
And a short while later, he died, nearly penniless and having been abandoned by most of his followers. But there was a small core of his followers who continued to believe that he was King David even after his death.
All of a sudden, they made everybody swear that Masha was King David, which he is King David. I'm just gonna come out and say it, man. Fuck it, okay? Because that's what I was taught. I'm gonna stick to what I was taught, man.
He is King David.
Don't give a goddamn about nobody liking it. He is King David, man. All right?
Now, I was there when Masha was in there, and that's the King of Israel. That's King David, right? Yep. Now, I'm not gonna push that thing because that's a thing among us, right? Among the old cats. Me, this brother right here, we go back years, right?
And we got a little treat for you brothers today. We're gonna just go into show you a clip of some of our elders and the truth, beginning with Masha. And for those of you that can receive it, that is King David. We don't really push that out too much because we know that brothers really can't handle that.
Yeah, for those of you that can receive it.
Right.
For those of you that's on the level.
It's clear that my only fear of death is reincarnation. My only fear of death is reincarnation. I use my last breath to reach the whole nation. How can they call me murderer for my spoken words? This composition needs my prophecy, I hope it's heard.
Asking to prove that Masha is King David. Can you believe it?
You're gonna be put to death, man. Right. Straight up. They're gonna be the next fucking Tony. Yep. And I hope you get plungers shoved up your ass, man. Right. Just get beaten to fucking smithereens, man.
Now, let me ask you a question. What I gotta do with Masha's King David, sir?
See, he's real angry, like.
No. No. My question to that is, what does that gotta do with prove Masha's King David?
And the scripture says, prove all things. Yep. All right.
This thing is all about faith. Like, you got a lot of guys that prove to me that Masha is King David. This is a thing of faith. Right. Prove to me this and prove to me that. You know what? You know what? The Lord is gonna prove something to you. How long it's gonna take you to go up in flames? All right. You got a lot of niggas say, "Oh, how you know Masha is King David?" And we never even taught that to you dummies. All right. And if the Spirit revealed that to you, so be it. All right, that's just like going back during the time of, matter of fact, hit Matthew's 16th chapter.
And Yahusha answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon.
Right, he didn't say, Peter, well, prove it to me. He didn't say, Peter, prove to me how you know that I'm the son of the Most High. how I'm the Mashiach, the anointed. He said, no. He said, blessed are you, Peter. Go ahead.
Simon bore Jonah, for flesh and blood had not revealed it unto thee.
Right, and you know what that means when it says for flesh and blood has not revealed it unto thee? Meaning he didn't actually go to no physical school and learn that Jesus Christ, who you call Jesus Christ, was the anointed. Okay? He didn't sit there and read a book or whatever where it says that he was going to be the anointed. It was in the spirit. And that's what? That's faith. But he said, blessed are you because flesh and blood didn't reveal this to you, but what? My Father which is in heaven. So if you know that if the Spirit reveals something to you that somebody, well, then that was from the Most High. You see, but it's not a thing that you could question or nothing like that. So the whole thing with Masha being king, we ain't never sit out there and taught sermons on that or whatever. So look, Masha is King David. All right, yeah, we believe that Masha is King David. Ariel is John the Revelator. Okay, Yaquab was James. These guys had to be. They were there then.
And the scripture says, prove all things. Yep. All right.
But it's ironic to see men who always demand that others prove all things now say that it's an issue of faith. Furthermore, Great Millstone would never accept, others appealing to Matthew 16:17 in that way. Can you imagine a member of the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ saying, just as, the Father revealed certain truths to Peter, so too he's revealed to him that Tazadaki is the Comforter? GMS would never accept these sort of arguments, so, why should anyone believe them when they take this approach? The reality is that, this wasn't, the claim that Masha is King David wasn't revealed to them by the Father or by the Spirit or anything like that. Rather, they were forced to believe it in the 90s, and you can see them sort of admitting to much in the following clips.
All of a sudden, they made everybody swear that Masha was King David, okay? Because they always taught us. Ariel, Yeshaya, Lahab, all these guys always taught us Masha was the king. And if you said differently, then you would be banished. Number one, Ariel himself was the one who taught us that.
Yep.
Okay, years ago. Ariel was the one stood up and said, look, if you don't believe Mo is King David, all right, you ain't right, you're going to get out the school or whatever, man.
Masha also supposedly had several reincarnations. He was Moses. He was also, King David, and he was the Apostle Peter.
Dang. This is kind of like Serpentor.
So, yeah, this guy he wore a lot of big hats,
Yeah, check it out. If you've ever seen G.I. Joe, okay, in the 1986 series, they wanted a new leader because Cobra Commander was like dropping the ball, right? And so Dr. Mindbender and Destro went behind Cobra Commander's back and they combed the tombs of all of history's greatest military leaders, such as Genghis Khan and Vlad the Impaler and Napoleon, et cetera, snagged their DNA and then put it sort of into a genetic blender and made Serpentor, who's supposed to be like the ultimate Cobra Emperor. He's Julius Caesar and all these other dudes. And this sounds like what Masha got going on a little bit.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. There's a couple of y'all that get that reference. But, okay, so that's who Masha's supposed to be.
Know that I am the one you seek. I am the one born to rule, destined to conquer. Let those who fear me follow me. Let those who oppose me die. For I am Serpentor.